Hello travelers, and welcome to a new video. I'm in Wrocław once again, and I'm in an area that I have not yet been to. And there's this large church behind me that's a Gothic church, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But I want to tell you first about someone named Edith Stein. Edith Stein was born in Wrocław, Poland, October 12th, 1891, and she died August 9th of 1942 in the Auschwitz concentration camp. Edith Stein was a German Jewish philosopher. She converted to Catholicism and became a Discalced Carmelite nun. She is canonized as a martyr and saint of the Catholic Church. Stein is also known as Teresa Benedicta of the Cross, as she was known in Carmel, was a philosopher and Jewish convert to Catholicism. She entered Carmel in 1933 and quickly understood its role in prayer for the world in time of war and violence. She campaigned publicly on issues relating to women's rights and education. Stein is known philosophically primarily for her phenomenological work on empathy and affectivity. So that's Edith Stein. So now I want to talk about this church behind me and how it relates to her. So the church behind me is called the Church of Saint Michael the Archangel. And this was Edith Stein, or Saint Teresa Benedicta of the Cross's, preferred house of worship during her visits to Breslau, Wrocław. Before World War II, this was a German city. It was called Breslau. From the moment of her 1922 baptism until her last visit to her home city in 1933, before heading to the Carmelite monastery. Stein St. Teresa has her own chapel to the left as you enter. In the center of the chapel is a marble altar with the date of Stein's death engraved in it. An urn containing earth and ashes from Auschwitz-Birkenau, as well as other relics including fragment of her habit. To the right is an oil painting of Stein by Jolanta Kornecka. And on the left, two images of Stein and John Paul II, Pope. So it's such an interesting story, and there's so many stories like this here in Poland. So let's take a look at the outside of this fantastic church, and then we're going to go inside and see if we can view the remains of Edith Stein. She sounds like she was an amazing woman, and she was born here in Wrocław. So first of all, this church is absolutely beautiful. It's a Gothic church. It was hard to find the date. I think I did see the date somewhere. I believe it dated till the late 1800s. This is kind of a hidden gem because it's a little bit out of the center. I was just walking around today looking for something to film, and I found this beautiful church. It also has this amazing story to go along with it. So I'm quite happy today. I hope you're satisfied as well. Let's take a look at the back. It's very large, you can see. This is absolutely beautiful. There's also a park here. You see the name of the park. Oh, and the park is Edith Stein. Edith Stein. So that must have been her name in Polish. Edite or Edite. So let's see if we can go on inside. And there's actually a park across the street, and I believe that is kind of famous in its own right. I believe it is the Stanishaw Park. And today's a Saturday. It's a little bit overcast, but the weather is quite nice actually. It's a little bit cool. It's sweater weather, as you can see, but it feels quite nice. I hope we can go inside. See if it's open. I did see like a nun going in, possibly. Let's see. I see something about Edith Stein. Let's see if we can go inside. So unfortunately, these doors behind me are not open. It looks like there's an arrow here. Maybe around the side we can go in. Let's just look at this entranceway. Got these beautiful carvings above the door. And we've also got this nice carving here in the center. And I love the age on these doors. Look at that, the metalwork. Okay, so there was a man passing by, and I talked to him, and he said I don't speak much English, but people always say that here in Poland, and they actually understand me perfectly most of the time. So he was kind enough to go to the door and take a look, and he said that it looks like it's open Monday through Saturday between 5 and 6 p.m. only. So not much time that this is open, but I saw the pictures online and they look quite beautiful. So let's see what time it is now. It is actually 4:12, so maybe we'll be lucky and I can come back in about 45 minutes. So here's the back of the church. Look at this, this is absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous church. And there's a stone engraved here. I wonder if it has the dates. It looks like also something to Edith Stein. Edith Stein. So there's another memorial to her, so you can see that she was a very famous person. Oh, I think you can go in here possibly. I see a man coming out. She was obviously a very famous person, and I believe that I've heard of her myself. So this is the name. So this is Mikołaj Archanioła, so the Archangel Michael, basically in Polish. So I can kind of understand that because I know the name of the church. Okay, so we'll come back in 40 minutes or so, and hopefully it'll be open at 5. We've got some parks here. Just gonna walk through here, maybe take a look at the buildings in this neighborhood, see if we can find anything interesting. So it looks like a lot of people live here. Look at this beautiful old tree. So it looks like a very residential neighborhood. A little bit of graffiti there. Nice parks. Look at that. Look at that church though. Look at it. It's gorgeous. It's like something you would see in Prague. It's beautiful. And there's nobody here. There's no tourists. So this is kind of a hidden gem if you ask me. In Wrocław. If you come here, you might want to venture to see this church. I think it's worth it. So across the street from the church is the park, and that's where I was walking. I was walking on the other side of the street when I saw this magnificent church. So I wanted to start the video there, but I also wanted to go into this large park and see what it's all about, see if there's anything in there that's interesting. These are pretty nice. This one in particular is pretty nice here. Old building. We've got a park here too. Got some buildings down here. Looks like a bit old, that one in particular. There's actually a calzone pizza shop here behind me. It looks like it might rain. The sky actually is a little bit dark, but they weren't predicting rain. Kind of a bus stop behind me. So we are on Wyszynskiego and Nowowiecka. That sounded good to me. I don't know. It's probably close. And we've got the cops here. But we do have a green light, so I'm going to cross into this park now. Well, I can. Okay, so we're in the park now. So here's the regulations. Unfortunately, they've been covered up there. I guess some people don't like the regulations. I understand that. So this is the park here. I believe it is the Stanisław Park, something like that. I'll have to look it up again. What do we have here? Do we have some animals in here? Looks like we have ducks possibly. There's an enclosure here. Oh, maybe this is a dog park. Oh, that's cool. If that's a dog park, that is really cool. You got like a ramp for them. Maybe there's something else in there. I thought there might be a sign for the park. Otherwise I'll have to check online. So it looks like a normal park here. Oh, look at the colors on the trees. Beautiful. Oh, this is nice. I haven't seen this in a while. This is how we have it back home in Michigan. We have the colors changing. Look at the purple here. This is gorgeous. Oh, these are going to be beautiful. Wow, it is fall in Poland. I'm sure there's some beautiful colors in certain areas you go to. We're getting some here actually. So this is a very large park. Look at this. We got a way you can go up here. Over here. We've got a place for some kids to play here. Whoa, look at this. Looks like we even have a little lake here possibly, or pond. Oh, look at the doggy. So this is a nice park here. Maybe that's just a city mode again. And we have a wow, look at this building across the way. That is quite nice there. What is that? That looks like a castle on its own. Maybe it is. They're renting something, chairs. Look at that. Wow. What is that? That looks like a castle, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, that looks like a castle. We gotta check this out. I like the little dog. So this is a very nice place. I didn't know about this place before. Look at this building over here. That has to be a castle. Look at it. Got this pond here. So we've got some ducks possibly. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. Look at this. Look at this castle. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. We got the castle behind me. And then you can see the church in the distance, the steeple. Look at that. Look how tall it is. I'm going to look up this castle now and find out what exactly we're looking at. Okay, so this building is the Faculty of Architecture. The building was designed by a renowned architectural studio and is a perfect example of combining modern design with functionality. A faculty building of architecture here in Wrocław, but it is very, very grand and beautiful indeed. Just a beautiful area, beautiful park. And it's popular with kids too. So this has turned into a very fun day for me. I got to explore some new places. We got to see this beautiful church and that faculty building over there. Enjoy this park. So we're gonna go back to the church now and hopefully it'll be open and we can go in and see that monument or the mausoleum for Edith Stein. That'll be next. We're inside the church. I have to be quiet in here, obviously. It started to rain outside, so I'm gonna show you the church, guys. I'm gonna be quiet, so we'll probably talk about it after. so as you see, we're inside the church. It's absolutely beautiful. There are some parishioners, so I'm not able to talk too loudly. But it is a beautiful church. The stained glass work is gorgeous. Okay, so this is the final resting place of Edith Stein, by the ashes of her. Because unfortunately she died in Auschwitz, and there was a man here that he was basically kneeling here and he was praying, and I asked him about it, and he's a Polish man, but he spoke English perfectly, and obviously a scholarly man, and he knew a lot about the story, and he said that she is a very famous person, and she was beatified as a saint by Pope John Paul II, and she's one of the most famous saints in Europe because she was actually allowed by the Germans they told her that she could leave during the persecution, she could go to Netherlands to hide, but she decided to stay, and they sent her to Auschwitz, and she died there. So, for her faith, basically, she said she would not hide; she would stay in the open. On the way out, I just want to show you these doors. Look at these doors. Look at these doors. Look at this. Look at the work on them. The mechanism on them. That is solid steel. Wow. Strong doors. Heavy doors. So I really enjoyed that. Now I'm coming out. Look, it stopped raining. I believe it did. Maybe it's just sprinkling. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did. And we'll see you in the next video. I'm the Travel Addict Guy. Dziękuję bardzo. Thanks for watching. See you next time.